Okay, wait. Before we even start, David, why is your mug the size of a soup bowl? Like, that is not a coffee cup, that is a cauldron.
It's called efficiency, Sarah. I don't want to get up 4 times before 9 a.m. This is a one-trip solution.
A one-trip solution. Okay. Well, while you're over there nursing your cauldron of espresso, hi everyone. Welcome back to English FB, the podcast where we just talk like actual humans in English, and somehow you walk away speaking a little better without even noticing it happened.
Yeah, no boring textbook stuff here. If you've been with us for a while, you already know the vibe. Me, Sarah, my partner in crime, who apparently drinks coffee out of soup bowls.
I'm never living this down.
Never. And we just chat about real stuff, life, weird habits, things that annoy us, things that make us laugh way too hard. And along the way, your ear just gets used to real English, the rhythm, the slang, the little phrases people actually use, not the stuff from page 42 of some grammar book.
Exactly. So if this is your first time here, welcome. Seriously, grab a seat, grab a drink, maybe a coffee, given today's topic.
Oh yeah, big reveal. Today, we are talking about coffee culture, because David over here is basically part caffeine at this point.
I prefer coffee-based life form. Thank you very much.
Fair. Okay, so real talk. When did coffee become like your entire personality?
Honestly, college. I was pulling all-nighters and I discovered that coffee wasn't just a drink, it was survival. And then it just stuck. Now it's a ritual. Every single morning, same time, same little routine.
What's the routine? Walk me through it.
So I wake up, grumpy, obviously. Nobody's cute at 6:30. And the very first thing I do before I even talk to my own brain is go grind the beans.
Wait, you grind them yourself? You're not just using the pre-ground stuff in the bag?
No. Once you grind your own beans fresh, you can't go back. It's a completely different experience. The smell alone, it's so aromatic. It kind of wakes you up before you even take a sip.
Okay, wait. Aromatic. I love that word. What exactly does that mean? Like, for people listening who maybe haven't heard it before.
Oh, sure. So aromatic basically just means something has a strong, pleasant smell. Like, think of walking past a bakery, right? And that warm bread smell just hits you. That's aromatic. Coffee is the same. Fresh coffee grounds have this rich, kind of deep smell that fills up the whole kitchen.
Right. That makes total sense. Okay, so you grind the beans. Then what?
Then I brew it. I've got this little pour-over setup. It's very slow, very deliberate.
Very extra is what you mean.
Okay, fine, it's a little extra, but there's something almost meditative about it. You pour the hot water slowly in circles, and you watch the coffee grounds kind of bloom is the word people use.
Bloom? Like a flower?
Kind of, yeah. It's when the coffee grounds puff up a little because of the gas releasing. It's this whole little science experiment happening right in front of you.
Okay, that's actually kind of beautiful when you put it that way. Meanwhile, my morning is I press a button on a machine and yell at it to hurry up.
That's also valid. Not everyone needs the slow ritual.
No, honestly, some mornings I don't even have time to sit down. I'm one of those people, coffee in a to-go cup, out the door, drinking it in the car like a maniac.
Which, by the way, is such an American thing to do.
Is it though?
Oh, 100%. So, okay, this is actually a really fun rabbit hole. Coffee culture is wildly different depending on where you are in the world.
Okay, break it down for me. Start with America, since that's what I know.
All right, so American coffee culture is very much about speed and convenience. Big cups, to-go lids, drive-through coffee shops. It's fuel. You grab it, you go, you're productive. That's the whole philosophy.
Grab and go energy.
Exactly. Now compare that to Italy, completely different world. In Italy, if you order a coffee, you're usually standing at the bar, drinking a small, strong espresso in like 2 minutes, and then you're gone. It's not a sit and chat for 2 hours thing. It's quick and social at the same time.
Wait, standing at the bar? Like there's no sitting down?
There can be seating, but it usually costs more to sit. Standing at the counter is the classic move. And also, don't ever order a cappuccino after 11 in the morning in Italy.
Wait, what? Why?
It's considered kind of a breakfast drink. Milk-heavy coffee is a morning thing. After that, it's espresso, straight up, no milk.
Okay, see, I would get cyanide so hard in Italy. I drink lattes at like 4 p.m. without a single ounce of shame.
You'd cause a small scandal.
A latte-related scandal. Okay, what else? What about somewhere really different? Like, is there a country where coffee is like a host ceremony?
Oh, huge, yes, Ethiopia. And actually, this ties into something really cool because Ethiopia is where coffee is believed to have originally come from.
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's this old legend, probably not historically proven, but it's a great story, about a goat herder named Kaldi.
A goat herder discovered coffee?
So the story goes, Kaldi noticed that his goats were acting super hyper, like jumping around, full of energy, after eating berries from a certain bush.
The goats were wired.
Totally wired. So Kaldi got curious, tried the berries himself, and boom, felt that same energy. And from there, word spread, people started brewing the berries into a drink, and well, here we are, a few centuries later, and you're sipping a latte out of a to-go cup in your car.
I love that. Caffeinated goats basically started global coffee culture.
Basically. And back to the Ethiopian ceremony thing, traditionally, when you have coffee in Ethiopia, it's not this quick grab-and-go moment. It's a whole social event. Someone roasts the beans right there in front of the guests, grinds them by hand, brews it in this special clay pot called a jebena, and it's served in like 3 rounds over maybe an hour or 2.
Wait, an hour or 2? For coffee?
For coffee! Because it's not really about the coffee itself. It's about the gathering. Friends, neighbors, family, all sitting together, talking, laughing. The coffee is just the excuse to slow down and connect.
Okay, honestly, that sounds so much healthier than me drinking my coffee alone in my car at a red light stressed about being late.
I mean, no judgment. We've all been there.
Every single day, Sarah. Every single day.
Okay, but here's the thing. Even within like grab-and-go cultures, there's been a shift, right? Have you noticed all these little independent coffee shops popping up everywhere lately? Not the big chains, I mean the small kind of hipster ones.
Oh my gosh, yes. With the exposed brick and the guy with a very intense beard who explains where every bean came from.
Exactly that guy. That's actually part of something called third wave coffee.
Third wave? Like there were other waves?
Yeah, so very roughly, the first wave was just coffee becoming a normal household product. Big companies selling it in cans, nothing fancy, just coffee is available now, buy it. The second wave was more like the big coffee house chains, making coffee more of an experience, lattes, flavors, sitting with your laptop for hours.
Okay, I definitely lived through the second wave. That was my whole college personality.
Same. And then the third wave is this newer movement where coffee is treated almost like wine. People care about where the beans are from, how they were roasted, the specific farm, the flavor notes.
Flavor notes? Like what, notes of berry and dark chocolate?
Exactly that. That's not a joke. That's literally on some coffee bags now.
One time I saw a bag that said notes of jasmine and a whisper of citrus. A whisper? My coffee's not whispering anything to me at 6 a.m., David. It's screaming.
Screaming wake up, probably.
Okay, that's a little much for me, but also kind of impressive. Like someone out there really tasted a coffee and thought, yep, blueberry with a hint of caramel.
The baristas at these places are seriously skilled, though. Have you ever watched someone do latte art?
Oh my gosh, yes. And every time I try to do it at home, it just looks like a sad little blob.
Same, honestly. But when a good barista does it, they pour the steamed milk into the espresso in this specific way, and it creates these little designs. A heart, a leaf, sometimes even a swan if they're really good.
A swan? In my coffee cup, all I've ever achieved is what looks like a confused amoeba.
A confused amoeba. That's exactly what mine looks like, too.
Okay, so real question. Do you think coffee actually tastes better, like quality-wise, when it's from one of these specialty places? Or is it kind of a placebo thing where we just think it's better because it's more expensive and someone explained the backstory of the bean?
Honestly, a bit of both. Like, there is a real difference. Fresher beans, better roasting, more careful brewing, that does change the taste. But also, yeah, there's something psychological about it too. When someone hands you a coffee and tells you a whole little story about the farm it came from, you kind of expect it to taste amazing, so your brain leans into that.
That's so real, though. It's like when you eat food that's beautifully plated. It somehow tastes better than the exact same food on a paper plate.
100%. Presentation matters more than we like to admit.
Okay, switching gears a little, can we talk about the actual taste of coffee for a second? Because you used the word bitter earlier while we were talking off mic, and I think that's such a useful word.
Oh, yeah, bitter. Such a common word for describing coffee. Dark chocolate, that kind of sharp, not sweet taste. If your coffee's too bitter, it kind of makes your face scrunch up a little.
Yes, the scrunch face is real. And then on the opposite end, you've got like mellow, right? Isn't that a coffee word too?
Yeah, mellow is more like smooth, soft, not harsh at all. A mellow coffee doesn't hit you with that sharp bitterness. It's more gentle on your tongue. And then there's robust, which is kind of the opposite of mellow. That's a strong, bold, full flavor.
Wait, I always mix up robust with just meaning strong caffeine, but it's actually more about the flavor, right?
Right, exactly. It's easy to mix those up. Robust is about the flavor being big and powerful, not necessarily about how much caffeine is in it. Like you could have a coffee that's super robust in flavor, but not actually that strong in caffeine content. Two totally different things. The taste versus the actual buzz you get from it.
Oh, buzz. Okay, that's a good one too. That's basically that jittery, energetic feeling, right?
Exactly. The buzz. That little zing you feel after a good cup where suddenly you feel more alert, more awake.
Okay, speaking of the buzz, can we talk about caffeine crashes? Because I feel personally victimized by mine.
Oh, the crash, yes. Explain your pain to the people.
Okay, so around 2 p.m., every single day, without fail, I just deflate. Like all that morning energy just vanishes and I turn into a puddle at my desk.
That's the crash, yeah. Basically, your body had this spike of energy from the caffeine, and then it drops back down, sometimes even lower than where you started.
Lower than where I started? So I was better off never drinking coffee in the first place?
In theory, maybe, but nobody's actually going to give up coffee over that.
Absolutely not. I will suffer the crash. It's worth it for those first 2 beautiful hours where I feel like a functional adult.
Honestly, relatable. So what do you do when the crash hits? Do you get more coffee?
Sometimes, but then I worry it's gonna mess with my sleep, so other times I just try to power through with water and like sheer willpower.
Sheer willpower and mild suffering.
Exactly. That's my 2 p.m. brand.
Okay, but this actually reminds me of something. Have you ever heard the expression, wake up and smell the coffee?
Yeah, I've heard people say that, but I never really thought about what it meant beyond like literally.
So it's actually an idiom, and it doesn't have anything to do with actual coffee. It means basically pay attention to what's really going on, or stop ignoring the obvious truth, like someone's being told to wake up mentally and see reality clearly.
Oh, interesting. Give me an example.
Okay, so I actually have a pretty funny story about this. My old roommate years ago was dating this guy who was clearly, and I mean clearly, not that into her. Like he'd cancel plans constantly, barely texted her back, would show up 2 hours late without even apologizing.
Oh no, Red Flag City.
Red flag city, population him. And she kept making excuses for him. Oh, he's just busy. Oh, he's just not a big texter. And all of us, her friends, were just watching this happen. Like, honey, no.
The classic friend group cringe.
Exactly. So one night, we're all having coffee, actual literal coffee, which makes the story kind of perfect. And one of our friends just looks at her and goes, look, at some point you need to wake up and smell the coffee. He's not going to change.
Oh my gosh. Using the idiom while literally drinking coffee. That's iconic.
It was such a moment. And honestly, it kind of worked because a few weeks later, she finally saw the situation clearly and ended things.
Good for her. Waking up and smelling that very real, very literal coffee.
Exactly. So yeah, if you hear someone say that phrase, they basically mean face reality. Stop pretending things are fine when they're not.
Okay, I love that. That's going straight into my vocabulary now. Actually, speaking of expressions, this is kind of a fun coincidence, but there's another one that always makes me laugh because it also sounds like it's about coffee, but it's not. Not really.
Ooh, which one?
Spill the beans.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so for anyone listening, spill the beans means to accidentally or sometimes intentionally reveal a secret, like tell information that was supposed to stay hidden.
Right, and it's so funny because people always assume it's connected to coffee beans since, coffee comes from beans. But actually, and I looked this up a while back because I was curious, some people think the phrase might actually come from ancient voting systems, way before coffee was even a big thing in most of the world.
Wait, voting? Like elections?
Yeah, so the theory goes that in ancient Greece, people will vote by putting beans into a jar. A white bean for yes, a black bean for no, something like that. And if someone clumsily knocked over the jar before the votes were officially counted, all the beans would spill out and you could see the results early.
Oh, so spilling the beans literally revealed the secret result before it was supposed to be known.
Exactly. Isn't that wild? It's not even confirmed history, it's more of a theory, but I love it because it makes so much sense with the actual meaning of the phrase today.
That is such a good story. Okay, now I have to use this immediately. Do you have an actual example of using it, like in real life?
Oh, definitely. Okay, so real story. A few years ago, we were planning a surprise party for my sister's birthday. Super secretive. Nobody was supposed to know. And my cousin, bless him, he cannot keep a secret to save his life.
Oh no.
So we're all at a family dinner, completely normal conversation, and out of absolutely nowhere, he just goes, "So, are we doing the surprise on Saturday or Sunday?" Right in front of my sister.
No.
Yes, just spilled the beans completely, instantly. My sister's face just went from confused to, wait, what surprise? In like 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, that's brutal. Did the party still happen?
It did, but it was more like a planned party that everyone knew about at that point instead of an actual surprise. We still call him Bean Spiller to this day.
That's an amazing nickname, honestly. He earned it.
He really did. Okay, so that's the story behind Spill the Beans. Accidentally reveal a secret. And if you ever want to use it, just remember my poor sister's ruined surprise party.
Perfect example. Okay, this is such a good conversation. I feel like we could genuinely talk about coffee for hours.
We basically already are.
True, true. Okay, but here's something I've always wondered about you specifically. Do you drink decaf ever, or is that just like against your religion?
Okay, decaf is a controversial topic in my house. My partner drinks it in the evenings, and honestly, I don't get it. Like, if I'm going to drink coffee, I want the full experience, the full buzz, all of it.
See, I actually don't mind decaf sometimes. Like at night, if I want that cozy, warm drink feeling without the caffeine keeping me up till 3 a.m.
Okay, that's fair, actually. I think my issue is more that decaf coffee, to me, just tastes a little flat, like something's missing.
It can be a little flat, yeah. Though honestly, the decaf process has gotten a lot better over the years. It's not as sad and watery as it used to be.
Sad and watery is exactly the phrase I would have used, actually.
We're basically the same person sometimes.
Basically. Okay, what about all these new coffee trends, though? Like, have you tried any of the weird stuff? Mushroom coffee, that whole thing?
Oh my gosh, yes. Someone gave me a bag of that as a gift, and I was so confused.
Did you drink it?
I did. It was fine. Honestly, kind of earthy tasting, which makes sense. It's got mushrooms in it. Not bad, but I wouldn't necessarily choose it over regular coffee.
I feel like every year there's some new coffee trend. Butter coffee. That was a whole thing for a while.
Oh my gosh, butter coffee. People would put actual butter into their coffee and blend it up, and it was supposed to give you like sustained energy or something.
I tried it once and it just tasted like a very confused smoothie.
A confused smoothie. Okay, that's your phrase of the day, apparently. First the amoeba latte art, now the confused smoothie.
I contain multitudes.
You really do. Okay, but speaking of home coffee setups and trends, have you noticed how many people have turned their kitchen counters into like mini coffee shops? Grinders, multiple brewing methods, fancy milk frothers?
Oh, 100%. And honestly, I fell into that trap a little myself during a certain period a few years back when everyone was stuck at home more.
Right, right. When going to an actual cafe wasn't really an option for a while.
Exactly. So people, myself included, started investing in home setups. I bought a milk frother, a pour-over kit, fancy beans delivered every month through a subscription.
Wait, a coffee subscription? Like beans just show up at your door?
Yes, different roasters, different regions. Every month, a new bag shows up with a little card explaining the flavor notes and where it's from.
So basically, it's like a fan club, except instead of a poster, you get low-key anxiety about how many unopened bags are piling up in your pantry.
Guilty. I currently have 4 bags I haven't even opened yet. They're just sitting there, judging me from the shelf.
Okay, see, that's actually really fun. It's kind of like a book club, but for coffee.
That's exactly what it is, a coffee book club, minus the awkward discussion questions.
No forced discussions, just this one tastes nutty, this one tastes fruity, and everyone nods.
Exactly, very low pressure. Okay, but real talk, do you think this whole coffee culture thing, the grinding, the pour-overs, the subscriptions, do you think it's a little excessive? Or is it a genuinely nice ritual that adds something good to people's lives?
Honestly, I think it depends on the person. But for me, genuinely, it's a nice ritual. Life is busy, everything moves so fast, and having those 5-10 minutes in the morning where I'm just focused on one simple task, grinding beans, pouring water slowly, watching it bloom, it's kind of grounding. Pun fully intended.
Oh, that pun was so intended, and I respect it fully. Now, I actually agree, though. I think that's why these little rituals matter, even something as small as coffee. It's not really about the drink, it's about the pause it gives you.
Right. And that actually connects back to what we were saying earlier about Ethiopian coffee ceremonies, right? It's never really just about the coffee. It's about what the coffee gives you space to do. Slow down, talk, connect, or in my case, just breathe for 5 minutes before the chaos of the day starts.
That's such a nice way to put it. Okay, before we wrap up today's chat, I feel like we have to talk about coffee and work culture, because that's such a huge thing too. Like coffee breaks at the office, coffee meetings.
Oh, let's grab a coffee as basically code for let's have a business meeting, but somewhere more relaxed.
Yes, nobody actually just wants coffee in those meetings. It's an excuse to talk in a more casual setting.
Totally. And it's such a universal thing, too. Like in so many workplaces, coffee is the social glue. You go get coffee with a coworker, and suddenly you're actual friends, not just people who share a hallway.
That's so true. Some of my closest work friendships literally started because we happened to be standing at the coffee machine at the same time, complaining about the same annoying printer.
Coffee machine bonding is real. It's like a tiny caffeinated support group.
Exactly. A support group that occasionally runs out of milk and causes a small office crisis.
Truly, nothing brings out people's dark side like an empty milk carton at 9 a.m.
It's like the Hunger Games, but with oat milk.
The horror. Okay, well, I feel like we've covered so much today. The history, the Ethiopian legend with the caffeinated goats.
Never forget the goats.
Never. The Italian espresso rules, third wave coffee, latte art, decaf debates, weird trends like mushroom coffee and butter coffee, coffee subscriptions, work culture. We really went everywhere with this one.
We did. And honestly, that's kind of the beauty of coffee as a topic, right? It touches basically every part of daily life, no matter where you're from.
Completely agree. Okay, we've got to start wrapping up. But actually, real quick, a bunch of you have been asking if we have written transcripts, because sometimes it's genuinely hard to catch every single word just from listening.
Right. So yes, we finally do. That's part of the pro version now. Full transcripts of every episode, plus all the vocabulary from today written out. So you're not just hearing these words, you're actually seeing them too.
Which honestly makes it so much easier to make things stick, instead of just floating away the second the episode ends. It's linked wherever you found this one, if that sounds useful.
Okay, quick recap before we actually say bye. Aromatic, bitter, mellow, robust, buzz, crash, and our 2 idioms, wake up and smell the coffee, and spill the beans.
Never forget the bean spiller.
Never. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, for letting us ramble about caffeinated goats and confused smoothies.
Zero regrets about that, by the way. If you enjoyed this one, share it with a friend who's learning English or who's just as obsessed with coffee as we are.
And hey, next time you're making your coffee, try talking through it out loud in English. It's honestly a great little practice and kind of therapeutic too.
Zero judgment here. I talk to my coffee maker every morning like it's a person.
As you should. All right, that's it for today's episode of English FB. Stay caffeinated. Or don't. We don't judge that either.
And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.